Sitting 49ers. They come off a good win in the opener on the road, and they get a second road game here.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't really do them any favors, but if they can win here and get to 2-0 on the road, they can be well set up for the rest of the year.
Well, here come the Eagles on offense, and it's Jalen Hurts at the controls in his second season now out of Oklahoma.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup, threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. While the traders take a look, step aside. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first. They'll run it with Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Niners, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week. 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let it pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On the carry, this is Scott. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. Well, this defense for the Niners, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that's caught. It's Fulgham again. And they'll get this down to the...
Travis Fulgham had some big games in 2020. Claimed off waivers from Green Bay before the year. Spent time on the Eagles practice squad before ascending to the varsity. And they're hoping to see more catches like the one they just saw there.
That escapes the sack. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. A good rally to the football. Keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Johnson, and he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Off the right, upright, no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. The numbers for Gallman a week ago. 20 carries, 97 yards.
And well liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Now, this defense for the Eagles, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And they needed to be because their offense struggled throughout the game. Sometimes as a defense, you're not just shutting down the opposing team's offense, but you have to outplay their defense as well, and that's what they did in their last game.
2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. This is Gallman. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Now, this defense for the Eagles, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
You talk about getting off to a hot start, a shutout right out of the gate. Think of the carryover headed into this one, the residue of that game. That means excellent practices, guys alert, ready to go. They'd love to hang a second one right here, right now.
And, oh boy, something you certainly don't want to see on his status when we get back. They'll try and run for the first with Sermon. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10. Garoppolo gets this one to Juszczyk. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 more yards there and another first down. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Eric Wilson, the leading tackler from Minnesota last year, in on the stop. On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. And this is going to be intercepted. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down. On 2nd and 7, Hurts out to the flat here for Johnson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there and a first down. Hurts. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Emmanuel Mosley that time able to knock it away.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Running from the gun, Johnson. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's to Fulgham, complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. That one goes for 8 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On second down, Johnson. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Throwing is Hurts. Open man has got it, the tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. He needed 5, he got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. They'll set up a throw. He'll buy some time right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Here's Gallman. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They go play action with Hurts. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirect wrong plays. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. The kick by Gold is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. be able to knock the ball through the post and take the turn.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Back onto the field comes the offense. Let's take a closer look at Kerryon Johnson. He's doing his thing. He's got some good yardage, but his team right now in the second quarter, 0 points.
Just not a complete formula. Half of it's there, being able to run the ball and set the tone. What if they may have to go to some play action, throw off the run game, and try and get the ball in the end zone?
I was just going to ask you that same thing. Maybe use that run now to set up the pass, right?
I would think so, because the run has been very effective for them.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. And you talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. From the gun, a run for Johnson. That's 21. The Eagles on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Now a give, right side. Scott. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Throwing on second and 14. Hurts escaping the pressure right. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. The Eagles on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's third and 2. He'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's Richie James on the return. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. from midfield. Here's Garoppolo. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. Fred Warner, first-time All-Pro in 2020, in on the stop defensively. Here's Johnson, again on second down. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 31. 127 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He'll get this out wide to Scott. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. On first down, Hurts. And he will find Scott on the right side complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 11. They'll look to throw again. Screenplay, Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The first down carry here for Johnson. Tackled by Emmanuel Mosley. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Back to throw here. 49ers. They have a 3rd down and will take over at the 24-yard line. A bad 3rd down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field now that you've turned it over and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on 4th down, now they lose it. Gallman will run it. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down. Now Gallman. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff, Sermon. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3 our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the third time. Three first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Johnson. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 139 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. Back to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
On second and very short, Garoppolo. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Richie James, as the first half is winding down. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Oh, the return, Boston Scott. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So we have reached halftime, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were? Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. In the sack to Fletcher Cox. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. That's complete to Dwelly, his tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er defense now heading back out there. And they have forced now 4 turnovers, Mr. Davis. How have they been so effective?
It's hard to get a read on them if you're on offense because they're coming from different angles.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Johnson running right. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 176 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Johnson. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On 2nd down now.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powering them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Now Scott. And he'll he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Second and goal from the 1. Johnson again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kerryon Johnson punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far as they use the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now James returning. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Athleticism on display there by Derek Barnett to come up and get him. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. This is Gallman. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll try and run for the first with Sermon. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Here's Sermon. Gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Sermon now on 1st and 10. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 more there and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. On the handoff, Sermon. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. There's Garoppolo to throw. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23. And it's Graham here, the one who is still down. And looks like he's in some pain. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Gold is able to put it through, and the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Back Back onto the field comes the offense. Let's take a closer look at Kerryon Johnson. He's had a good third quarter. He likes whatever adjustments were made at halftime, whether those were team adjustments or just him talking to himself.
And whatever that conversation was, it was pretty good because he is running really well here in the third quarter. But I like to think it is a team adjustment. Offensive line, those big escorts of his, they figured out how to block a little bit better, and he's found those holes to run through.
He has indeed. Here's Johnson again on second down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? They'll look to throw here. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. They'll run on first down. It's Scott. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Working with a 2nd and 3. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down. Now a handoff, Johnson. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work. Dancing to his left. Burns fumbles it. And this is going to be 49er football.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, it's Sermon. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. To throw is Garoppolo. Samuel bringing in the slant. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Niners. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. Garoppolo looking to throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, good-looking return set up here. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off with great anticipation, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A gain of 3, second down. Garoppolo now. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he gets this in Senior's first down. They give to Sherman out of the gun. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 3 yards remain for second down. On the quick handoff, it's Juszczyk. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. Another carry here for the fullback, Juszczyk. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a fourth quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Taking it about the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out? Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Javon Kinlaw able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts on a quick slant. Here's Fulgham.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable.
Hurts fumbles it, and now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. We'll check on his status when we get back. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. From the gun, Sermon. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. on the counter. Sermon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
The kick by Gold is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Looking to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 38. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff, Sermon. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Now a run with Sermon. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
That's on the guard, Laken Tomlinson. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Now it's Sermon. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And able to get this out to the 25. Back onto the field comes the offense. Let's take a closer look at Kerryon Johnson. He is north of 200 yards. Any time that you can say you're north of 200 yards, you've done something right.
Yeah, you're going to get some big check marks on your grade sheet, and you're going to be in heavy rotation on all the highlight shows, and you might even make a magazine cover or two.
He's hoping for more. The cherry on top, maybe, as this game goes forward. 7 yards, the pickup there. Looking to throw again on second down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nick Bosa picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is, and now here is another interception. Picked off at the 24. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his third interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
On second down, another shot for Sermon. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1. Sermon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
You can almost feel him thinking as he's running the football, just one more block, anything to get me to the perimeter and around the corner. Couldn't quite get there, ends up getting spilled for a loss.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. And they'll run with Sermon. And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on fourth and goal. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a fourth here. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They go to Johnson again. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with third and long, and you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They got to make some moves. So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They will run for it with Gainwell. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll drop to throw. And he'll complete this one to Fulgham. And he's taken down but able to slip across.